Imagine a world where one single decision can shake the ground beneath millions, where a sentence from a president becomes a signal for chaos or calm, where numbers on a screen make business owners hold their breath, where leaders claim to protect you, but their moves cost you everything. This is not fiction. This is now. A man in a black suit. A familiar voice said, "We need tariffs, high ones, sharp ones, on China, on everyone who takes advantage." And the crowd clapped, but the markets flinched, companies scrambled, currencies trembled, and families asked, "What does this mean for us?" You don't need to be an economist to feel when something is wrong, when goods become expensive, when uncertainty becomes normal, when factories pause and small shops suffer. You feel it in the way people speak softer or louder or not at all. You feel it in the confusion at the port, in the silence of stalled shipments, in the fear that grows every time a tweet changes your tomorrow. The world was already fragile, and then came the tariffs, the promises of protection, the declarations of strength. But something broke, didn't it? Did you feel it when everything got harder, not easier? This speech isn't about politics. It's about patterns, about what happens when decisions are made from ego, not vision, when trade becomes a weapon and the people become the collateral, when leaders flip their stance like a coin in the air, one day saying, "Be cool," the next day quietly reversing everything, because the system started screaming back louder than the slogans, louder than the pride, louder than the fear. And while they argue over who's to blame, you're the one who pays. You, the worker, the creator, the dreamer, trying to breathe in a system choking on its own power games. And yet within this chaos, there's something deeper waiting for you to find it. A lesson, a truth, a fire, the realization that no leader, no tariff, no crisis defines your destiny. You do. Imagine that. Imagine looking at this storm of trade wars, uncertainty, broken promises, and choosing not to panic, but to rise, to create new paths, to ask better questions, to build what no tariff can touch: your resilience, your intelligence, your will to adapt. What do you think is more powerful, political power or personal vision? Let me know in the comments. Your view could shift someone else's world. This is not the first time giants have clashed and the people stood in between. It happened before. It will happen again. History is built on the backs of those who suffered silently, while headlines praised the bold and punished the wise. But now you speak, now you see, now you rise, not with rage, but with reason, not with fear, but with focus. You don't need to control the economy to control your response. You don't need to wait for peace to create growth. You just need to wake up, see clearly, and move with purpose. What will you build when the systems break? Who will you become when the noise fades? They told you trade was just numbers, just deals, just data flowing through a system. But you know better now, because you live the consequences when one announcement from the top shakes everything below. When the tariffs came heavy and sudden, they didn't fall on nations. They fell on you, on the cost of your groceries, on the parts you need to fix your tools, on the jobs that vanished without warning, on the dreams that had to be postponed just to survive the month. And then the silence, as the same voices who shouted strength began whisper in retreat. You heard, "Be cool." You heard it will work out. But did they see your bills? Did they see the way your income shrank while prices rose? Did they see the panic in the warehouse, in the factory, in the store with empty shelves and full uncertainty? No, they didn't, because for them it was a strategy, but for you it was reality, the kind that knocks when you're already tired, the kind that doesn't ask before it enters. So when the reversal came, when they paused the tariffs, not because of you, but because the market screamed, did you feel seen? Did you feel respected? The truth is, they thought you wouldn't notice, that you'd stay quiet, that you'd accept the chaos because it came dressed as patriotism. But you noticed, and now you understand. They move not with principle, but with pressure, not with clarity, but with calculation. One day China is the enemy. The next day the pause button is hit and they pretend nothing changed. But you remember. You remember every price hike, every shipment delay, every moment your business or your home felt like it was under attack, not by a rival nation, but by your own system. This memory, it stays. And yet, this isn't a call for despair. This is your chance to see through it all, to sharpen your mind in the fire of confusion, to become the person who can read between the lines, who can adapt faster than the system can shake, because the world is not made by those who react, but by those who respond. And you are waking up. You are no longer waiting for someone else to fix the mess. You are stepping into it with eyes open and questions burning. Who benefits when leaders change their stance overnight? Who gains when the people are left holding the bill? Let them play their games. Let them chase headlines. You chase something bigger, your own economic freedom, your ability to create despite the chaos, your power to pivot when the rules shift, because rules will always shift, but vision endures, resilience endures. You don't need a perfect world to build something meaningful. You just need to start, to take what you've learned from the confusion and turn it into clarity. What's the first move you will make when the noise dies down? What opportunity are you seeing in this mess? Drop it in the comments. Someone out there needs your perspective.